The world today is louder than ever, a cacophony of sounds and demands constantly vying for our attention. It's a relentless barrage that can leave us feeling overwhelmed and disconnected from ourselves. We're bombarded with information, opinions, and expectations from every direction, making it increasingly difficult to discern what truly matters. Notifications ping incessantly, deadlines loom large, and a constant stream of opinions floods our social media feeds. Expectations, both real and perceived, bombard us from morning to night, creating a sense of pressure and urgency that can be difficult to escape. The digital world never sleeps, and neither does the demand for our attention. We're pulled in every direction, stretched thin by the competing demands of work, family, and social life. Multitasking has become the norm, but it often leaves us feeling scattered and unable to fully focus on any one thing. We're constantly told what to want, how to feel, and who to be, often by external forces that have little to do with our own authentic desires and values. Advertising, social media, and societal pressures all contribute to this constant stream of messaging, shaping our perceptions and influencing our choices. The noise is so constant, so pervasive, that we forget there's another way, a quieter, more peaceful way of being. We become so accustomed to the external stimulation that we lose touch with our inner selves. But beneath the chaos, beneath the surface of the noise, there's a quieter voice. A voice that's always been there, waiting to be heard. It's a whisper, not a shout. It doesn't demand attention or compete with the external noise. It's gentle, subtle, and easily overlooked if we're not paying attention. It's your soul, your inner compass, your intuition, your deepest wisdom. It's the part of you that knows your true purpose, your unique gifts, and the path that's right for you. It's the source of your creativity, your passion, and your sense of meaning. Most of us live on the choppy surface, tossed about by the waves of external events and pressures. We react to circumstances, rather than acting from a place of inner knowing. We're constantly battling stress and distraction, struggling to stay afloat in a sea of information and demands. But deep down, beneath the surface turbulence, there's stillness and clarity, a place of peace and quiet where we can connect with our true selves. The soul's voice is your anchor, grounding you in your values and providing a sense of stability amidst the chaos. It's not an escape from reality, but a source of strength that empowers you to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. Listening to your soul isn't about ignoring life's demands or retreating from the world. It's not about becoming a hermit or abandoning your responsibilities. It's about meeting them with purpose, intention, and a deep understanding of what truly matters to you. It's about aligning your actions with your values and living a life that's authentic and meaningful. This journey is about rediscovering that inner wisdom, reconnecting with your true self, and living a life that's aligned with your soul's purpose. It's not mystical or reserved for a select few. It's not about achieving enlightenment or reaching some unattainable state of perfection. It's accessible to everyone, regardless of their background, beliefs, or experiences. It's your birthright, your inherent capacity to connect with your inner wisdom and live a life that's true to yourself. All it takes is a willingness to pause, to step back from the noise and the demands of the external world. Breathe deeply, allowing yourself to relax and release the tension that you're holding in your body. And create space for silence, a quiet sanctuary where you can disconnect from the external world and tune into your inner voice. In that space, in that stillness, the whispers of your soul can finally be heard, guiding you towards a life of purpose, peace, and fulfillment. What is the voice of the soul? It's a question that has echoed through the ages, pondered by philosophers, mystics, and everyday individuals alike. It's a quest to understand that quiet, persistent knowing that resides within each of us. Across cultures, this inner voice has been given many names. It's been called the Holy Spirit, a divine presence guiding our actions and intentions. Dharma, the universal law of righteousness and cosmic order, a path to be followed with unwavering commitment. Inner genius, that wellspring of creativity and innovation that allows us to solve problems and express ourselves authentically. Or simply intuition, that gut feeling, that immediate understanding that bypasses logic and reason. It's the quiet whisper that guides us when we're lost or uncertain. Think of your mind as a map, a complex and intricate representation of the world around you, logical, analytical, full of options, possibilities, and potential routes. It's where you weigh pros and cons, analyze data, and make calculated decisions. Your soul is the compass, a constant and unwavering guide, quietly pointing to your true north, your authentic self, your highest purpose. It's the inner voice that knows what truly matters to you. It speaks in feelings, in subtle sensations that resonate within your being. Nudges, gentle pushes in the right direction, subtle cues that guide you towards your destiny. And a sense of peace or unease, a feeling of alignment or dissonance that signals whether you're on the right track. Unlike the noisy, chaotic thoughts that constantly bombard your mind, driven by fear and conditioning, by societal expectations and past traumas, the soul's voice is calm, consistent, and clear, a steady beacon in the storm. It's the wisdom that knows the answer, the deep-seated knowing that transcends logic and reason. Before you finish the question, before you even fully articulate what you're seeking, recognizing it is like remembering a language you were born with, a primal understanding that's always been a part of you. It takes practice, like any skill, to quiet the mind and tune into the subtle whispers of your soul. But it's always been there, a constant presence, a guiding force, your most reliable, loving guide, patiently waiting to be heard, ready to lead you towards a life of purpose, joy, and fulfillment. If the soul's voice is so powerful, why do we struggle to hear it? Our lives are saturated with noise, apps, ads, endless information. We fill every moment avoiding stillness, mistaking it for unproductivity. This static drowns out our intuition. We're conditioned to seek validation from others, to follow rules, to fit in. Over time, we outsource our decisions, silencing our inner guide. The less we listen, the weaker the signal becomes. Breaking this cycle means choosing quiet, carving out moments to practice listening to ourselves again. Beyond external noise, fear is the biggest barrier to hearing our soul. The soul nudges us toward growth, which often means change and uncertainty. Our minds crave safety, so fear shouts reasons to stay put. Doubt floods in. What if I fail? What if I'm wrong? We dismiss intuition as wishful thinking, clinging to logic and the familiar. Lack of self-trust keeps us stuck, choosing comfort over possibility. But ignoring our soul's voice comes at a cost, a life that looks good outside but feels empty within. True courage is listening to your soul, even when fear is loud. How do you know it's your soul speaking? First, there's a deep sense of peace and clarity, a feeling of rightness, even if the path is hard. The soul's message is persistent, returning gently in different ways until you pay attention. Synchronicity often follows the right people, opportunities, or resources appear as if by magic. The soul's guidance always leads to expansion, more compassion, courage, creativity, and authenticity. It never comes from malice or fear. If a voice urges you to shrink or harm, it's not your soul. The soul's language is always love, growth, and connection. Hearing your soul is a skill, one you build with practice. Start by creating silence. Wake up a bit earlier, walk in nature, or simply turn off distractions. Meditation helps you notice the difference between mental chatter and inner wisdom. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. Journaling is another tool. Ask your soul a question and write whatever comes. Don't judge, just let it flow. Limit distractions and be present in daily life. The more present you are, the more you'll notice your soul's subtle nudges. Small sanctuaries of silence build a strong connection to your inner guide. In the intricate tapestry of our inner world, two distinct voices constantly vie for our attention: the ego and the soul. Understanding the nuances of these voices is paramount to navigating life with purpose and authenticity. Both the ego and the soul speak, offering guidance, shaping our perceptions, and influencing our decisions. But they originate from vastly different places within us. The ego is often loud, insistent, and anxious, a clamorous voice demanding to be heard above all others. It is primarily driven by fear, constantly comparing ourselves to others, and desperately seeking external validation and the need for approval from the outside world. The ego thrives on competition and the illusion of separation. It frequently asks, "What will they think of me? How will I be perceived?" The ego obsesses over the past, replaying old wounds and regrets, or anxiously anticipates the future, projecting potential threats and uncertainties. It rarely resides in the present moment. In stark contrast, the soul is quiet, gentle, and calm, a still, small voice that whispers wisdom and truth. It is deeply rooted in love, compassion, and authenticity, guiding us towards our true selves and our highest potential. The soul gently asks, "What is true for me? What aligns with my values and my purpose?" The soul is always present, grounded in the here and now, embracing each moment with acceptance and gratitude. Imagine your life as a ship sailing across the vast ocean of existence. In this analogy, the ego is the frantic captain, desperately trying to control every aspect of the journey, reacting to every wave and gust of wind with anxiety and fear. The soul, on the other hand, is the steady compass, providing unwavering direction and guidance, helping you stay true to your course even amidst the storms. The ego complicates and divides, creating unnecessary drama and conflict, fostering separation and judgment. The soul brings clarity and connection, fostering understanding, empathy, and a sense of belonging. To discern between these two voices, pay close attention to how the voice feels within you. Is it heavy and burdensome, or light and liberating? Is it anxious and agitated, or peaceful and serene? By cultivating this awareness, you can begin to distinguish between the ego's fear-based pronouncements and the soul's loving guidance, empowering you to make choices that align with your authentic self and lead you towards a more fulfilling life. Consider Maya, a successful accountant who felt empty inside. Despite her achievements, a quiet nudge told her something was missing. One day, she followed an impulse to visit a community center and signed up to volunteer in a pottery class. That small step awakened her passion. She began taking classes, then felt called to open her own studio. Fear and doubt screamed, but the soul's peace was stronger. She took the leap and synchronicities followed. Support, opportunities, and fulfillment. Maya's story shows you don't need a grand plan. Just listen to one quiet whisper, then the next, and watch your true life unfold. We've explored the soul's voice, why we ignore it, and how to hear it again. Now the invitation is simple. In the next 24 hours, give yourself 5 minutes of silence. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and just be. Ask your soul, what do you want me to know today? Don't force an answer, just listen. The response may be a feeling, an image, or a sense of peace. Trust it. This is the start of a life-changing conversation. Your soul has been waiting to guide you. Pause, listen, and remember, there is a voice that doesn't use words. Listen. Trust it. It knows the way. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring content. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Your support means the world to us. See you in the next video.